Everyone, today we're talking about the future of Toronto's housing market, with predictions of it becoming the most expensive city in Canada by 2025. You might be wondering, are we all doomed? Well, not necessarily. We got the insight from CEO of Royal LePage on everything from skyrocketing prices to the condo market and what it all means for buyers and sellers. Stay tuned because at the end of this video, I'll be sharing the latest market numbers from last week and you won't want to miss it.
Ask Marco.
Hi, Marco Momeni, and for over 23 years, I've helped people navigate the Toronto real estate market. If you're looking for honest advice and expert insights, you are in the right place. Make sure to subscribe for weekly updates and ask Marco if you have any questions. And if you're looking to sell or buy a property, you can book a call with me in the first link in the description. So here's the big one. The CEO of Royal LePage predicting that by 2025, Toronto will surpass Vancouver as the most expensive real estate market in Canada. Wait, Toronto more expensive than Vancouver? Yes, you heard that right. Phil, CEO of Royal LePage, compares Toronto to world-class cities like New York, calling it a bargain by comparison. When you put declining interest rates together with Canada's high immigration rates, that's a recipe for massive housing demand, which means prices will keep climbing. So what does this mean for you? It's a mixed bag. On the one hand, it's good news for sellers, but on the other, buyers, especially first-timers, might feel the squeeze even more. So what's fueling this predicted boom? First off, there's a strong economy, good wages, and high immigration levels. These are the big drivers, but it's also about what people want. Toronto's appeal is undeniable. The lifestyle, the culture, the neighborhoods, even with high prices, people still want to live here. It's an investment in a certain way of life, and for many, that makes it worth the extra cost. But here's the catch. As more people want in, that creates more competition, which means even higher prices. This is shaping up to be a really competitive market, especially if you're looking to buy. Now let's talk condos. Yes, the condo market has cooled down recently, and a lot of people are wondering, is it a crash? The short answer is no. It's not a crash. Phil sees this as a market correction, mainly due to those higher borrowing costs. First-time home buyers and investors have been on the sidelines, waiting for interest rates to come down. But as those rates drop, they predict a condo market rebound by early 2025, with downtown Toronto condos leading the way. If you have been holding off on buying a condo, here's the good news. Prices could start rising again soon, especially in high demand areas. This is the big question for a lot of people, especially younger generations. Can you still afford to own a home in Toronto? The short answer is yes, but it's getting harder. We should acknowledge that the average age of first-time homebuyers is rising because it's just more challenging to break into the market. But there's a good news here too. Thanks to all those online resources and information available now, young people are more educated and flexible about their options. In fact, we predict that while homeownership might get a bit tougher, it's not going to fall off a cliff. We believe the rate of homeownership will stay above 60%, which is still pretty strong. So what can first-time homebuyers do to make homeownership happen? One strategy is to expand your search outside the downtown core. Places like Orangeville, Burlington, and other nearby cities could offer more affordable options with easier access to Toronto for commuters. Also, being open to condos or townhomes as your starting point can help you get your foot in the door. Maybe that dream detached home isn't the first and best step that you should consider. Being realistic about what you can afford and getting mortgage pre-approval is also crucial. And don't be afraid to start small. Just take the first step and get started. So there you have it. Toronto's housing market is in for a big ride in the next year. By 2025, we could see it becoming the most expensive city in Canada, driven by a strong economy, high immigration, and a city that's still one of the world's most desirable places to live. For buyers, the competition will be fierce, but there's still opportunities, especially if you get smart about where you look and what you're willing to settle for. For sellers, the future is looking bright as prices are likely to continue climbing. And if you're already owned in Toronto, well, you might be sitting on a gold mine. But remember, it's not just about price tags and numbers. It's about the life people want to build here. Toronto may get more expensive, but people are still willing to pay for the lifestyle and the future it represents. Now we're jumping into the Toronto real estate market stats for Toronto and surrounding areas. Let's take a look at what's happening in Midtown, downtown, and beyond. Starting with Midtown and downtown Toronto, the condo market is moving. Right now, there are 2,960 condos for sale. In the last week alone, 352 new listings hit the market. But here is the interesting part. 125 condos were sold or are under contract in the last week. That gives us a listing to sales ratio of 37%. We like to see it a little bit better. Now for freeholds in Toronto. Last week, there were 448 new listings hit the market. Out of those, 244 homes were sold or under the contract. It's clear the market is still quite active. Now, let's take a look at the York region. When we say York region here in this podcast, we talk about the Richmond Hill, Markham, Vaughan, Aurora, and Newmarket. 307 new listings came up and 145 homes were sold or under contract. That gives us a listing to sales ratio of 27% in York region, which is, to be honest, a bit slow. In Durham region, the market is heating up too. 295 new listings came on the market and 169 properties were sold or under contract in the last week. And in the Peel region, we're seeing some impressive numbers. 432 new listings were posted and 177 homes were sold or under contract. The big takeaway here is the listing to sales ratio of 65%, which is absolutely amazing. A very strong market last week at least. So there you have it. A quick snapshot of real estate market across Toronto and the surrounding regions. Thanks for joining us. Thank you for your likes and comments. These all will motivate us to do more of these videos for you. We love to hear your thoughts and what questions this raises for you. If you're looking to buy or sell a property, you can book a call with me in the first link in the description. I'll see you in the next video.